All right, Woody. You ready?
Yeah, but I'm ready. Damn it, I'm ready on this. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
My son was probably 7 years old, right? And, you know, I'm a big New Edition, so that's BBD, that's Johnny Gill, that's Bobby, that's Ralph. And I says to my son one time, I go, are you ready? And he says to me, I'm ready, Slick, are you? Like the beginning of Poison. I'm like, where'd you get that from? He goes, you, Dad? He thought I was the guy on the TV. Emails. Max says, Sober Mac is a bigger asshole than Drunk Mac. I'm going to tell you something right now, though. Drunk Mac's funnier than Sober Mac.
Agreed.
All right, thank you.
Agreed.
How dare he email you two only to be silenced like it's open mic night at some poetry contest in a shitty coffee shop. Yo, I saw some lady who went into an outhouse in Haines, Alaska. She sat down on a shitter. She got bitten in the ass by a bear. You shot me in the ass. That's right, a bear was living in an outhouse. If that ain't some shit right there, I guess that answers the question, does a bear shit in the woods? Nope. They shit in the outhouse. Hope all is well. This is why you need this is why you need running water. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is why
running water?
Yes.
Okay.
Running fucking water.
Okay.
So I had some work done on the house. And you call the plumbers up because they gotta move shit and do shit and do
Right.
You know, I called fucking plumbers.com. Plumbers are us. I called somebody. And this motherfucker says to me, yo, it's $75 just to come out and tell you what's wrong. I says, well, if I choose you, does that go to, the shit? Or does that go to the water? To fixing my shit? Does that go to that?
Yeah.
He said, no, $75 just for me to come out, whether you use us or not.
Oh, that's fucking
I was like, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Nope.
Good hustle, though. But outhouse, that's why you don't live in Alaska, man. They kill people to eat berries, right? What is that? What's that movie? What's that fucking movie? With the fucking dude? The fucking dude.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, the dude.
No.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio, and he gets
The Remnant?
mauled by a bear.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that dies at the bus eating the berries. The one that gave up his whole life and shit.
Oh,
I don't watch shitty movies.
The guy that goes out. It's like a real life
story,
thing. Yeah. He goes out on his own
Yeah.
and tries to live out in Alaska and
Eddie
ends up
Vedder
dying.
did the soundtrack.
He
Like
did.
I said, I don't watch shitty movies, so I haven't seen that. But if
Alaska, the Amazon, and fucking the Sahara. Those are the last places you don't fuck with. Man's conquered so much shit. Don't fuck with Alaska.
See, the only reason, well, not the only reason, a huge reason has nothing to do with the wildlife. It's that it's the number one state for rape in the U.S. It's like 5 men to 1 woman.
And seriously, there's a lot of rapes up there because of that?
Mm-hmm. Per capita, it's actually the
sad,
highest.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. It's scary
And
shit up
it
there.
sucks that it's a woman that went in there and got her ass bit. It should have been a dude in there getting his ass shot.
Exactly.
God, I hate you.
Well, and that's you think it would be a guy because like the dangling berries hanging down, but I don't know why he just.
I've never seen that view. Tell me what it looks like. I've never seen.
So it depends on the guy. Some of them look like Fuji apples. Some of them just like blueberries. Whatever.
Hey, live your life. 2021. You can be whoever you want to be. What's the name of that fucking movie, Wood?
I don't.
Anyway,
Into the Wild.
Into the Wild. Yes.
Is
Very
it that?
good. Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah. Actually.
It's like, is it that? I just Googled it. Maybe it's
No,
that.
I did not
Oh,
Google
okay.
it. I think I just. I believe that's what it is.
Andrew, Keith, I noticed you've been wearing a lot of Red Sox gear. I guess that's how the cool brothers say it, right? I wanted to inform you you are over the age of 22 and your chances of making professional sports is null and void. And judging by the amount of alcohol you drink, your liver is the best athlete in your gene pool. Fuck.
What a
It's
dick.
It's funny because
What's his name?
Andrew. Yeah, Andy is his fucking name.
Andy, you fucking asshole. He's supporting his team and he likes Boston. Eat a dick.
Yeah, thank you for sticking up for me, but you don't want to mess with these emailers, trust me.
That's yeah. You're gonna get ripped apart next week.
That's all right.
Wood plays 21.
I know, I'm busted.
Shocker. The man with 21 paternity suit gambles. That's impressive. Hey, Wood, why don't you put on 21 condoms the next time you find some soulless, self-esteem-less zombie to bang and help keep the Earth's population at a sustainable level? Hey, guys, great. Just playing. Fuck off. Wow. That's Andy. All right.
So yeah, okay. I got nothing anyway.
Brian doesn't know what condoms are.
We all know that. I got on all Red Sox shit right here. I support it. I mean, they sell it, so I buy it. But I guess he's telling me I dress like a teenager.
Well, I didn't know that when I was wearing sports stuff, I was like, I'm trying to be on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just like supporting the team.
You know what I don't do though? I don't wear team shit with other people's name on the back.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
I got that from Run DMC because Run DMC said, Calvin Klein, no friend of mine. Don't want nobody's name on my behind.
Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good because
Yeah.
I was just about to talk how I do that. But
That's from Rockbox. It's probably before your
so
time.
I'm a Dolphins fan, so I wear Dan Marino of like, remember the good old days?
Yeah.
So that's why I wear it.
Remember
right?
the one good player.
Yeah.
No, you guys had a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Hold'em. Keaton Wood. I was a little surprised to find Wood like the BJ, Blackjack, and Keith like tugging the long arms. I would have thought it was the other way around. I'll take Hold'em any day.
That's Texas.
Man, that guy knows you guys pretty well.
I like the way he called Blackjack BJ. That's funny. Keith, I definitely would have thought you were a sports memorabilia guy. You should have played it up so you could promote your sponsor. Talk about your Ramirez jersey in that sweet frame. Manny Ramirez, I think who he's talking about. You know what?
Yeah.
It'd be fucking Big Poppy.
Do you have a bunch of Ramirez?
No, I don't. Again, I don't have anything with anybody else's name on the back. All my shit's on the front, like a big set of titties, right? Wood, glad to see your Jazz are cleaning up the league right now. Hope they can keep it up. You know it's a great podcast when Keith has to ask what day it is. Love, Jamathan. That's the end of the emails.
That is the end of the emails. And
And they were better than last week.
Yeah, they were. Thank you. Thank you, everyone that participated in that. And as always, our guest, who is not a new guest, so this is not a mask-off. This is St. Jeremy. He is here. He's going to introduce our Snaggles. So
Before he gets started, I just like to bring up, you gave me this point, Wood. It's ironic because St. Jeremy, we're actually recording on Friday, which is Lent.
Yeah.
And you're the Catholic Holy Ghost
I know,
roller motherfucker,
so-
right?
yeah,
No.
yeah, we recorded with you the first time over the Christmas holiday. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And now we're doing this over Lent. So what is our Snaggles? What are we drinking tonight?
Oh, what are we drinking? Well, right now we're drinking Red's Hard Apple Ale because I already finished my drink before we started. It took too long for the intro, and I'm a drunk.
Yeah. You're Catholic. So that's
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
that's
gotta
kind
be
of in
good.
our blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Jameson.
Can I have some of that?
Yeah, you can have anything you want.
Okay,
Matter of fact, Diego dropped that off.
So what we're actually drinking is the Hive Blended Malt Scotch Whiskey.
Yeah.
Still.
Mm-hmm. It's
Definitely not Red's Apple Ale.
no, and it says a lot about that bottle that it's taken a month to get through it. So Diego, step up your game, buddy. I'm sure we'll be hearing from him soon. And it is Snaggles is always brought to us by. Let's start off with who do we got starting off with today, Keith?
Well, Snaggles is brought to you by Tiger Claw Tattoo. That's who brings the Snaggles. That's who pumps money into the veins of this fucking cesspool we call a podcast that allows us to buy this shit or have guests come in to bring us shit that we
Right.
record.
Yeah.
You know, if you're thinking about getting ink, you got ink. Mm-hmm. You ever been to Tiger Claw Tattoo?
I haven't.
Man,
Okay, hold on. Can I justify my answer why I haven't?
Yeah.
Because my tattoo artist is from Japan, and I only have gotten ink from him because he does it the old with a stick way. So
you have a bunch of car crashes on your body? What?
what I
Is that bad? All right.
So just for future reference, Tiger Claw Tattoo does specialize in Japanese art. I know it's not with
Japan.
the stick, and they're not Japanese, but they do do that. So, guys, Tiger Claw Tattoo, the OGs as far as people that sponsor our Snaggles.
Number one. First one that stepped up.
Yep, and you could see them in Mill Creek. If you're watching live, I've got their phone number up on the screen.
And I love how we have all these repeat guests, but we haven't had Shay back in here. Shay needs to come back in here. I've said this for fucking years.
Yeah,
and he
but-
still doesn't come in because I guess he's too busy, too big.
no, I love being
Yeah.
a guest that they keep talking about other ones. If I was to get tattoos in Utah, I'd get them from Tiger Claw. I thought you were just gonna bleep it over, so I'd be like, Tiger Claw.
Take that mic and pull it a little bit back for me because you're doing just fine on the volume there.
Oh yeah, I'm a
All right, there you go. All right.
Okay. Okay. Next, we have MVP jersey framing. They're at mvpjerseyframing.com of all.
And they're just what they say they are.
Yeah,
They
they will.
do jerseys.
They will frame jerseys.
Yes.
And it's MVP because I guess it's somebody.
That sounds for the
important.
most valuable player.
Right, but I don't. I'm. But let's say that you weren't the most valuable player in your high school team.
Kids weren't there.
Nope.
Well, some people had kids there in high school.
There were a few.
Right. Would.
Yeah, yeah. And now those kids of mine have they're in high school, and they have some jerseys. We'll get them framed at MVP jersey framing.
Bruce Springsteen has a song called Glory Days, and that's what MVP jersey is all about. When you had your glory day, whatever the fuck it was, whether you were a fucking rodeo dude and you fucking barred horses, you was some I don't know, wizard on a fucking...
I actually played sports in high school.
The tuba is not a sport.
Very good. You played baseball. Wood still got a baseball that's selling. It's probably passing Saturn right about now. That one you pitched that time.
Yeah,
it's probably
the
up
kid,
there.
I pitched it. The kid hit it so hard that it is orbiting the universe. Yeah.
And I once missed a dunk so bad it dislocated my shoulder, and it just started hurting probably 3 weeks ago. And I missed that dunk probably 25 years ago. But I will take that jersey I had on. I'll take it to MVP jersey framing, and I will get it. I'll sign it. Right? Because I'm that important. And I'll put it in a case and look authentic. You can hang that motherfucker in Chili's, Applebee's, wherever the hell they hang jerseys. What is that? Oh, Buffalo Sports Wings. Buffalo Wings.
Yeah, the place where you get the wings and it's
So
sporty.
if you're also trying to sponsor the show, Buffalo Wild Wings, please.
Wild Wings. There you go. Yeah.
Send it in.
Yeah, there we go.
I knew what it was. I was leaving it alone because they do not sponsor us. But you know who else does is Native.
No shit. No wonder why. They can't even get it right.
Native Roots Design Co. They are they do all this etching and this laser engraving. This fancy coaster here that I have in my hand. So it is on. They etched it in wood and then he traced it in some like plastic. I don't know, and then stuck it together. It looks nice.
If we were smart enough to do it, we would have.
Yeah, and he also engraved on some flasks that we have.
Yes.
That is not down here right now because that's where I sneak it into any event that I have to go to. I put my snaggles in my flask, and that was done by Native Roots Design. If you go over to our social media, he's over there. We'll tag him up in all our things there. And he also has an Etsy shop, so if you want to see how it's all done and created, check him out. That's Native Roots Design Co. On Instagram, and then through his Instagram, go to his...
I think he's got a promo code for us, too. If you punch in So What You're Saying... Spelt the common way, right?
Yeah.
So what you're saying, SOWHUTCHUSAYIN.
Were you reading that?
It's a promo code. No, I...
Oh, okay. It looked like you were reading it.
I've been doing it for 4 years. I'm probably staring off somewhere to fucking pull it out into my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Get that alcohol fall.
Yeah.
But anyhow, if you put that promo code in, it'll get you a little bit of a discount. That way he knows we sent you.
Yeah, and we're not going to take a break. Let's keep going.
All right, so who's the third voice in here, Woody?
Yeah, well, I kind of introduced him before. I'm going to introduce him again.
Okay.
This is St. Jeremy. We brought him in over Lent because that was an accident. We had, as he's over here pouting about himself, we had no one else to bring in, so we're like, who's not doing anything over Lent? Well, St. Jeremy. So, St. Jeremy, here you are. You're back in the studio.
Yeah, that doesn't
with
make me
us.
suicidal. Oh, keep going.
Why don't you get that mic closer to you, but lower your volume so that people can actually hear your
that
voice?
That seems harder to do, but okay, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, there you go. So, St. Jeremy, we brought you back in.
Yep.
I think we brought you in to make fun of you.
Oh, great. No, I was seriously, I thought this was about something cool, but yeah, no. That's
I'm teasing.
That's not a way to get guests back. We
No.
brought St. Jeremy in because he plays this this game in my era.
I can't even get through the sentence. He's like, okay, sorry.
Let me be honest with you, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
So
yeah, I'm good.
My era, people that played this game got their ass kicked and laughed at, all right? And I know nerds are on top now, but I just want to tell you, I'm an old dude.
Yeah.
And so when I talk about nerdy stuff, I do stuff to keep myself entertained. So just so you know, Wood, and I'm going to fill you in on this too.
Okay.
I'm going to say a lot of shit that doesn't make sense. I'm going to quote Purple Rain throughout this podcast to keep myself entertained. So let's talk about, and you have a podcast now.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Overplay Podcast. Check it out.
Excuse me?
It's
Overplay Podcast.
Yeah, Overplay space podcast. Overplay is one word. You might recognize the producer on there.
Yeah. Sell out motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
Hey, so
You think you're special.
we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that's not what you call it. 'Cause you
D&D.
call it D&D.
D&D.
Yeah, I didn't know the cool word for it.
Yeah.
How long has that game been around? Do you know?
Oh, it's been around since 1980.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I actually think it came out in 79, but it was like really came out with books and stuff in the 80s.
All right, what the fuck is it?
Okay, so it is a. Oh, great. Okay, cool. No, that's great.
No, I'm
so
sorry.
it's a storytelling game that you make up your own story. You have players that play. It's pretty much a game on the board.
Do you have a group of players?
Sometimes, yeah.
How many people?
You can play up from 3 to 6 players. You can have more, but really 6 players, I think, is
6 is the group.
top. Yeah.
Is it like a girls group?
We have plenty of girls that play. Yeah. In my last group, it was half and half.
Half what?
Half girls, half boys.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's what we were talking
What's the
about.
objective? What's the object of the game?
So
To win.
Yeah, well, no, it's a storytelling game. So a lot of the times when I'm the DM, which is a dungeon master, it means like the storyteller, I'm telling a story. Think of it like Lord of the Rings, right? How Frodo gets this ring and then goes and throws it into the volcano. Spoiler alert, I apologize. If you haven't seen the movie, then whatever. So there's this story, right? So pretty much every time they play, I'm telling a story that leads up to eventually them beating the bad guy and it being the end.
Is there any romance in it? Like, do you have a girlfriend?
yeah. You can if you want.
Can you get married?
Yep.
Don't ever get married.
No, yeah, no.
Okay.
It's a fantasy game. I'm definitely not getting married.
Okay.
I will admit that's like the only awkward part about D&D is when you're playing and your male friend hits on a female character that you're playing. That's a little awkward. So I've decided to to cancel that out. I hire escorts and they play my females, and then it makes it kind of easy. So,
Are there passwords? Are there passwords
to what?
in the game?
For what?
What's the password?
So I don't think you Okay, so no, there's no passwords. No, it's not like you. Again, it's just a story. You're a character, and I tell you, hey. So
you come up with the game by yourself in your head.
Yep.
So you decide I want, I don't know, 2 girls to kiss.
Yeah,
So you
I can
pay
say
the.
that.
So we all trust you.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I know dude. It's weird. You would have to play to understand. You would have to play to understand, and when I doubt that'll ever happen. But if I could ever get you to play it, you would understand the level that we're playing with.
Okay, so there's 2 adults play this game.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 6 adults and then there's you.
Yeah.
Right. And you're on the phone.
No, like we can play it on the phone. Like we can all play live, but a lot of times you play together, and I have a
Like
map
in the same setting.
in the same room, all around this table. I usually have maps out of towns and stuff that you can go and play on, and then you have a little miniature character.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we have some.
He has a craftsman's chest here, which a real man would put tools in.
Yeah.
But he's got little miniature.
So it's got like a little miniature dwarf. So you would have your character that you're like, hey, I'm going to go to the tavern. You'd move your character
a
to the
miniature
tavern.
dwarf. Isn't that an oxymoron anyway?
No, because
Let
there
me
could
see
be short
the-
dwarfs.
And you can put him anywhere you want.
Yeah, anywhere you want.
Lake Minnetonka, could you put him there?
Yeah. Well, if
Baptize himself in the waters of
so
Lake
you could
Minnetonka?
say well, obviously I have my own world that you live in. But like if you want your character to do anything, you can do it. So if you're like, hey, I'm going to stab this human, obviously that might not end up well for you, but there you can do literally anything as the player. You can do whatever you want.
So somebody comes in to stab somebody, right? And this is the game you like, oh, go stab so-and-so.
Yeah.
Right? But you could also have so-and-so say, hey, I ain't got time for your bullshit, Billy.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he doesn't get stabbed.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. So you have to plan for a lot of things because people can do whatever they want, and it could be, you know what I mean? Like it could be off like, well, I won't give D&D stories. Okay, yeah, all right, sure, I will.
this is
No,
why
thank
we're-
you.
this is
So
why we're
we had
here.
one where the guy, the DM, was saying, hey, you're going to go through all these levels. We get to this castle. We have to go through all these levels to defeat the boss. Well, I had a character that could climb walls like Spider-Man. It's pretty sweet. So I went up, and then I just tossed down a rope, and then we just fought the boss, and then ended the whole thing. So the whole night ended up getting ruined because you can do whatever you want. You can hit on anybody. You can kill anybody.
So you can have a character that just does anything you want. Like
Almost.
Like,
there are somewhat rules to the game.
So
You could not have that monkey character as as your playable character.
excuse me, this isn't a monkey character. According to the bottom of this is a log, the Gorilla Kings 53 of 55. So this is pretty high up.
I was going to say that, but I didn't.
Did you name him?
I don't know what's happening here. We got some Spanish music for you in case you're wondering. I don't know what's happening. Let me mute me. Okay.
Wood's done some other shit over there.
Yeah.
That's how fucking intriguing you are. All right? No, I'm sorry. Tabor would, because Wood's pretty open-minded, right? Help me. Help us. What's the fucking objective of this game? Is it like chess? You trying to kill everybody?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, so it's to have. You're going in playing this fantasy character and to have fun. So you, again, so if I'm starting a mission, I'm like, hey, you start off in this town. That people will talk to people and be like, hey, there's this dragon that's terrorizing the town, and he lives in this cave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of adventurers would be like, hey, let's go kill this freaking dragon.
Let's go crazy.
Let's go crazy.
Get him.
Let's
Let's
go
have
kill him.
fun.
Exactly. Let's have
Okay.
fun. And so you and your characters, you'll talk, and then you'll go to this dragon's cavern. And you got to go through traps and all this other stuff, and then you'll go and then you'll slay this dragon, and you get praise for it and gold, and you get to buy more stuff, and that's a lot of fun for a lot of people. I know it sounds kind of weird, but anybody that has played like an RPG would have a ton of fun with this. And
RPG.
So
role-playing game.
is this like LARPing?
No. So LARPing,
Those guys are dorks,
yeah.
huh?
Nerds. So those guys are doing it in real life. So they dress up.
You're not. This is tangible. This excuse me. This
You can-
Colo adult black dragon, 46 of 46. So this is top shelf shit here.
Yeah, it is. It's like $30, people.
For this?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you buy this, or they give it to you like when you hit 8 shots at the fucking carnival? How the hell did you bought this?
So I
yourself?
bought that. Yeah.
Why? Where?
So a lot
Where do
of
you
times
buy this?
you can buy. There's a bunch of stores that you can buy. You can buy it on Amazon if you really wanted to.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I actually have a 3D printer that I print a lot of my miniatures on. Man, this doesn't sound good for me at all. Anyway, not the point. So it'll only cost me like $5.
You made this?
No, I didn't make that. That one I bought.
And this is like cool.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's totally
Is
cool.
Is this on the mantle in the living room of your house?
No. Those are very much hidden.
This isn't a lockbox.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want people to steal it or ruin
Okay.
it. Those are top tier.
I have this in my hand right now, and you can rest assured I'm going to give it back to you.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, he looks mean.
Yeah.
And so I think he's like the guy, you see him coming, but there's probably like a little guy that can kill him, right? He has the antidote, the dragon antidote.
Nope. He has health points, and you have to go swing your sword and kill this guy. So you have to. Oh my god,
Okay.
this does not sound. I know it doesn't sound
right.
good when you're talking in person, but I promise when you play it, I don't know about you. You're a man's man, so it's kind of different. But it is a lot of fun to play a role playing game where you're somebody different and you get to do fun. You get to do whatever you want, but you get to be a hero.
You talk about role playing? Does
Yeah.
anybody put on like a blonde wig and have like a Swedish accent?
No. So hold on.
That's the role playing I would like come to my head.
So I like to do every Halloween. You dress up as your character, and we play on Halloween or near Halloween. We drink. We have like a fun game night where you dress up as your character and kind of play
as a Dungeons and Dragon character.
as your Dungeon and Dragons character.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But most of the time, nobody dresses up. You just get together, you drink, you have fun, and you joke around and play.
And you have dungeon sex, because that could be a good topic. Can we talk about dungeon sex?
Yeah, you could do dungeon sex. I've had girls that have gone in and played, and they have done like weird, like, oh, I have sex, because they'll play like a slutty character, and they'll have sex with characters, and they'll like talk about it. It's kind of awkward for me.
Okay.
Because I'm like, do we go into the bathroom and have sex now?
What slutty characters are there in this game?
You can any character you want to have. You
The
can
dragon. I want the dragon as a.
If you were the dungeon master and you were playing the dragon, yeah, you can make the dragon a slut. And you could be like, one of my favorite missions.
Okay.
Nerd. Okay, it doesn't matter. Is do you know the
No. I
Beowulf? Do you know Beowulf?
don't. Remember I said no twice? I was
Okay.
like, no, I don't. Because I knew.
You didn't read it in like high school?
Okay,
not the
when-
point. Anyway, Beowulf.
I
the
read
whole
The
point
Great
of it-
Gatsby. I read Of Mice and Men.
That's a
read-
great book, by the
Great
way.
Mice and Men?
I love that.
He's starting to remind me a little bit of Lenny.
Yeah.
All right.
Beowulf is. He doesn't know who Lenny is. And now it's a made up name. That's not even my son. So Beowulf is Beowulf. This person has sex. That's what makes Grendel. Not the point. Anyway, she's a slutty character that characters can have sex with. It makes a baby and it makes a monster later in a different campaign. That's a lot of fun. To
So
play.
if you walk up to what's the slutty character's name?
Well, so let's just call her Beth. It doesn't matter.
If you walk up to Beth and you go, "I'm gonna make you love me," right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's all for it.
then you can do it. Yeah.
You can do it.
Yep, you can do
All
it.
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Her shoes aren't on too tight or anything.
I'd have to roll for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
No,
all
it's
right.
not. Yeah.
You got all these dice here. You got I I think this is a
That's
8
called
side.
a D12. That's a 12-sided dice.
Oh, 12 side. Okay, what is this one?
That's a 10.
Are you getting nervous that I'm touching your shit?
Nope.
Okay.
Because those are my
What's
throwdown dice. I
What's
got
that?
My dice really in my. That's a D6.
Do you roll in this?
D20. That's the most important one.
Oh, I touched an important
Yeah,
one.
you touched an important one.
yeah.
That's the most important.
You touched the D20.
And this is less important? This is a pyramid
Yeah,
shit.
the 4. Have you ever stepped on one of those? Take a D4 of damage.
Uh-huh.
Sing. Anyway, yeah, the D4, that's usually for like if you're a monk, you use it early for like fists.
There's human beings in this? There's a human monk?
There's a human monk. Yeah.
Okay, tell me the characters, man.
So you can choose. So
Here's the thing. I don't want you to be embarrassed. I'm fucking with you, and I'll continue to fuck with you.
That's fine.
FYI.
No, it's
But
fine.
I want you to, because there might be somebody out there that listens to our podcast. I doubt it. But they listen to this, and they'll be like, I want to try Dungeons & Dragons for the first time.
Yeah.
Because, there's people, BD&M. Somebody listened to, saw something about BD&M.
Yeah.
BDSM.
That, he might be the somebody I'm talking about.
yeah. Well, no, he knew about it way before the podcast.
And, so somebody's doing something for the first time, and it's just like, so
Speaking of which, if you ever want to
listeners,
DM as a first person, I
will
totally do
I
it.
want you to make Jamathan. I want you, Debbie24. That fucking
Yeah.
She disappeared
whatever.
a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I
But
want you to
I
make-
think Debbie24 was into this shit.
probably. Yeah, she seems a little dorky.
Uh-huh.
So-
But I want you to turn some of our listeners. Oh,
So you can play. So it's not just like. So you have different races. You can play whatever race you want. There's
black.
tiefling.
I want to play black people.
You can be a black person.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am a black person, so thank you very much for that.
Well, I'm saying you can also play one.
All right, I'd like to be black.
If
people.
okay, then you could.
All right.
You would be a human, and or you could actually, there's another race that is the like black elves, and they're the best race in my opinion. They're awesome. The dark elves, they're so cool. Anyway,
Why are they better than black people? Why
Huh?
they gotta be? Why are they better than black people?
I didn't say they were.
No, you just said they're the best race. You did say that.
In the game,
in the
I'm
game,
assuming.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I didn't say they were. I'm not like Heil Hitler over here. I'm saying
I'm not trying to
dark elf. No, he's immediately trying to do it. Oh my
I
god!
wasn't trying to
First
out-sharpen you.
First
I'm
it's my
just fucking
dogs,
with
and
you.
now it's this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have a bunch of different races. You have elves, dark elves. You have humans.
Bards.
No. Bards is actually a class. Let's settle down.
Whoa,
there, big
well,
guy.
it
Settle
shows
down
you
there.
what I don't know
Are you
shit.
looking shit up, or do you know
No,
that?
I just know that the word, and I thought it was like its own
No.
specific thing.
Were you
No,
trying-
so there's-
Were you trying to bang a nerd one time back in the 9th grade?
It might have happened.
Okay.
I was
all right.
like, I'm a
So,
bard,
so
baby.
you have your race.
I'm a little bit of everything, but none of all of it. But
So you have a race, which is just what your character is, and then you have like what a bard would be your class. It's the thing that you do. So a bard is somebody that plays music and helps out their team. A paladin is the best. Druid, you have other like animal. They love animals and nature and stuff like that. So you,
like bestiality, love them.
no,
Well,
no.
can
I mean,
talk
you
to 'em,
can
like-
if you want. Again, it's all up to you, baby.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, no, then you wouldn't.
Okay.
So my favorite character actually was a druid. He had a bunch of wolves, and he would fuck on people like nobody's business. He was the best. Anyway,
Stop. Wait. What are you talking about? He had a bunch of wolves and he would fuck on people?
well, he would.
So
he
him
would
and
beat
his
him
wolf
up.
would go, oh.
He'd beat him up.
I thought he's using humans for a bed to fuck the wolves.
yeah.
Oh
You have
my
to be
god!
clear.
Why did I never do that? No. Yeah. So that was the type of character he was. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and yeah. So you have this character. Usually, when you start out, you have like the reason you're a part of a group, right? So you're like, hey, you guys are a group of adventurers that want
Again,
to.
you can be a girls group.
Yeah, you can be a
Okay.
girls group. You say, hey, you're a group of adventurers that want to, this dragon is sieges this kingdom, and you're going to take care of that. I saw you fall asleep for a second, but otherwise, it is a lot of fun. Like I said, it's really hard to, without explaining it. If you ever watch Overplay podcasts, every once in a while we stream just us playing. Check it out. It is actually a lot different than just a guy being like, well, all right, so what do you do? Like,
Okay.
it's a lot of fun.
So can somebody catch fire? Like when you play craps, this is a hot
Yeah.
crap shooter. There's somebody playing 21 Woods game. Hot. You get hot. Can somebody get hot in this fucking game where you look at him and you go, oh, the kid's in rare form tonight?
oh my god,
He's rolling a.
Thank you.
He's rolling a 20. He's rolling a 20.
See, Bri does know it. Wait, no, sorry, I'm sorry. I suck, bro. Just edit all of this. There is that 20
Yeah.
on there. If you roll a natural 20, that's an auto hit or usually an auto pass, right? So if you're trying to be stealthy and you roll a nat 20, that's what it's called. Natural 20, where you roll a 20 on the dice, you're super stealthy. So yes, there are times where people actually mess up my whole session because they're rolling amazing.
And people would be like, "Oh, Jeremy's in rare form tonight."
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing. He's in rare form.
Yeah.
So if you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna actually talk to that dragon, try to seduce it."
Mm-hmm.
This is very rare, but it has happened to other people's games, and I absolutely had it. Anyway, they'll roll natural 20, and you're like, "Well, dude, they just rolled like a 34 on persuasion. Yeah, this dragon might be like, oh, maybe." And then they're like, I'm like, roll another one to see how it
this
does.
dragon.
Yeah, and they'll roll another natural 20. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be like Shrek. Yeah, fuck the dragon.
Now you're playing
It's a
on
donkey and a dragon.
Yeah.
with COVID. Now you're playing online.
Yeah, a lot of the times you play online now because you don't want to get people sick. So yeah.
Do you talk to people as you're playing?
Yeah.
Being the master, and sometimes people fall off. Right? They're like doing something else.
Yeah, usually you set up a night like, hey, everybody plays Wednesday night, and usually people are pretty good about playing on those nights. So it used to be Wednesday night for me.
Sometimes you got to be like, "Answer me, motherfucker," right? Because people aren't paying attention. You got to be like, "Where are you?"
Some
Where
people,
are
yeah.
you?
Well, some people would get on their phones, and you have to be kind of like, hey,
Answer me, motherfucker.
Salty, it's your turn. Go ahead. And he'll be like, oh yeah, sorry, I do this, and you kind of sometimes you have to get people's attention, but a lot of times people are intrigued by it and they want to have these awesome moments, and so they
How much violence is in this?
as much as you want,
Really?
so a lot.
So you can come home like to your lair or wherever, and you can say to the king dragon, and you're the prince. You can be like, "I saw mom up the street. She looked pretty messed up. Any idea how she got that way?"
Yeah, you can say whatever
yeah.
you want anytime. As far as violence, one of my favorite moments was a guy rolls a natural 20, and we're like, "Oh man, you're on fire!" And he cuts off a leg, and it's the leg that I'm holding in D&D. Right? I'm pretend holding his leg. So I use the leg to beat this guy to death.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And so you get to have those awesome violent moments where you just bash this dude's head in with
So
the
when
leg.
you're bashing his head in with the leg, you say to your people on your team, you're like, "Let's go crazy."
Yeah, and they're like, "Yeah!" And everybody gets excited, and it's awesome.
You're scaring me, man.
I know.
No, you have a very violent side, and I don't understand this game any more than I did when you sat down.
Yeah.
I love how you got your craftsman fucking toolbox, so you walk around look like you're repairing trucks and shit, but inside you got Kolo the dragon and
But people don't need to know that.
Muck the fucking gorilla.
All they need to know.
What you call Muck?
Muck
all
Muck.
you need to know is that. Again, people see me walking around with this. Like, yeah, I'm a man. What's going on? They don't need to know that I'm doing D&D.
This right here,
They
for
think
me,
it's tools.
Yeah.
was like one time I drove from Salt Lake City to Grand Junction, Colorado, and the person that was driving had 2 cassettes, and both of them were John Cougar Mellencamp. And we lost fucking reception probably about 2 hours into the drive, and it's a 12-and-a-half-hour drive, and I had to listen to John Cougar Mellencamp the whole time, and I did it, just like I listened to whatever the fuck you just got done talking about, and I appreciate it, because, you know what, we all go different ways, right?
Yeah.
Right? Some of us are jocks and actually play sports and get the girls, and then there's nerds that do whatever it is you just did. And I'm fine with that. We need you.
So again, I did play sports in high school.
Uh-huh.
I
Play sports or pick up towels. It's 2 different things.
no. I played sports.
Okay, all right.
I was fast for my race, and so a lot of times we would play, and it was pretty good at them. Anyway, I mean, not
That
great
was
enough to
good.
get
That was good.
not great enough to get a scholarship, but I was
Okay.
decent. So I didn't actually get into D&D until I was like 22.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happened in your life?
Why didn't that happen at 15?
That's what I would
So
think. Like,
again, I played video games and played sports, so I never really thought of D&D. And again, most of the time when I thought of D&D, it was people playing in their mother's basements, drinking Mountain Dew and eating Funyuns and being like, every time they saw the light.
At 22, you went through your first divorce and you moved back to your mother's
Yeah.
basement and ate your Cheetos.
I lived upstairs because that's what I do. My mom ain't gonna put me in the
All right,
basement.
so I've been sitting here dogging you, but whatever you do with that pin is pretty fucking cool. Can you throw knives and shit?
I actually can throw knives.
Do that again.
No, I'm not gonna do it in front of people.
No, dude, that was badass.
It's just
no, you got to hold your hand up a little high.
no,
You're
I don't.
Off camera.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry.
He does one cool thing, and we give him props. He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about fucking unicorn and light bright and fucking strawberry shortcake, he's all over that shit. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
Like you could ever find a unicorn D&D. Those are so rare. What an idiot. So, anyway, this guy, am I right? Anywho, yeah.
You weren't saying anything.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying anything. Yeah, so I did play sports in high school, so I actually didn't get into it until a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, do you guys want to try it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's try it out." And it was a lot of fun, and then I just took it off from there.
I got a buddy that got fucking damn near incredulous with me, right? What do you do when you go into the bathroom to take a shit? What do you take with you?
Nothing.
You don't.
My cell
You don't
phone?
read enough? Thank you, Wood. You don't take a cell phone anywhere?
Yeah, I'll take a phone. Okay, I'll
All right,
take a cell phone.
I got and I was clear. I was like, when you go to take a shit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I don't take anything in there.
What?
I go, you don't take a magazine, a cell phone, anything? He goes, no, I go and take a shit and I want to get out of there quick. I go, so when you were young.
What in the 1993s are you doing?
No. Don't, hold on.
19
Don't dog on that guy. That guy is a man with a mission, and he takes care of it. That is a guy who does not fuck around. He sees a mission, he takes care of it, he shits.
Even
Good for that
in
guy.
1983, when I went and took a shit, my mom kept her little, blood missiles by the toilet, and I picked them up and I would read them.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard those speak.
What? Yeah, that's
terrible.
that's how I learned about toxic shock syndrome. And
Yeah, I did learn about it from the same thing.
from
Yeah.
reading your mom's
I didn't,
tampon.
Yeah, but I didn't call it that. But I did read the package, and
All
I
right,
was like,
yeah, no.
"Oh,
I have literally never read that. What is toxic shock?
If
Let's not get
you
into
can
that.
look it up later
Yeah.
on your own time."
Anyhow, I would even go so far as not to read the box. I'd take the directions out and read how to insert them, like I was gonna fucking
yeah,
put one in,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But how do you not go into the bathroom and reach it? So he just sits
Yeah.
there, elbows on knees, and blows it out and gets
No,
the fuck out
he
of there.
looks at. Let me tell you what he does, because I've done this before. Like I've I lived in Mexico for a while, so everything else is wrecked from that period forward. And sometimes you have to run in there as an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And I will look at the linoleum on the floor and the design in it.
Oh yeah.
And I'll make like stories or little caricatures
Yes.
or things.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
No. Hold on. No, don't you both sit here across this fucking camera and go, yeah, I totally do that. That is just as fucking stupid as me coming up with stories and telling them to other people.
Oh, so you're saying you use your imagination and we're using our imagination?
Exactly. That's all I'm doing.
So when I've laid on down and look at the clouds,
Yeah.
right, and make fucking
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a lion. That's
Yeah.
just as fucking stupid as what I'm
All right, so
doing.
come up with a story then.
Right now?
Right now. Come up with a D&D. Am I
Okay.
cool enough to say that? Or do I need to
Yeah.
say
No,
that?
yeah, that was good. That was good.
All right.
Yeah, you
Come
said
up-
it with conviction.
Come up with a D&D story right now. All right, so we just started the game.
Okay.
Here I am. I'm covered in fucking Cheetos, right? My shirt's halfway up my fucking abdomen, right?
Uh-huh.
And you got some girl, she's got pigtails. She's zitted out. She's got the glasses on, and she's hoping the hot guy talks to her. She's got a picture of the hot guy that she took stealthily through his window
Okay.
when he was fucking some other girl, right? And we're all sitting there waiting for you to start the fucking game.
Okay.
Right.
So, you guys wake up in the forest. You are a paladin.
What does that look like? What's the paladin look like? 'Cause
so
I wanna
you're
I
wearing-
want to know if you're being fucking racist right now.
No, he's like a. He's
No,
like
no, it's a guy. It's a man of Christ.
I'm just
or a
kidding.
man of. It's a man of. It's a man of.
I'm not saying anything.
It's a man of God, of a deity.
Wood, have you played this fucking game?
Don't. I'm not gonna answer.
Oh man, again, it's like
So,
gonna
so
answer.
you wake up. You have a lot of armor. You're the best character in the game.
What-
you can
what-
heal. You can attack with a sword and a shield. You're awesome.
But I'm a man of God.
Of God, yeah.
You know me. Have you
Yeah,
paid
I know.
attention to me?
Well, yeah, but
I'm
that-
good. Okay.
Okay. Well, do you want to be a monk?
No,
You're a badass.
Can I drink as this other guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm that guy.
You know what? No, you're a drunken monk. You're an awesome. You're a drunken monk. You're this
feel
guy.
like
you're
those exist.
Chiseled. Yeah, they are. I know. It's kind of weird, huh? So you're this chiseled guy. You don't use armor. You're like, fuck armor. I will just beat the shit out of people with my
Okay.
own fists.
I like that guy.
Now you're gonna be a paladin.
You're talking about Wood.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
you
take
for
it.
thank you for giving me this name. So Wood will be a paladin, right? So he wakes up, sword and shield. You guys you kind of wake up against the wake up next to the campfire, and things are a little eerie. You guys kind of wake up, and as you guys go into town,
Are we in the same sleeping bag?
yeah, no, not in the same
No,
sleeping
you
bag.
said-
No,
You said yes
Yeah, I know. I
first.
said yes, but then I messed up, and I
Okay.
said no. That's silly.
Okay.
You guys eventually keep walking down the trail, and you guys find a town. It's foggy there, which is different than you guys weren't in fog but a minute ago. And as you walk into this town, it's all fog. There's very few people here. As you guys are walking down the street, an old female, about 80 years old, goes, "Yeah, outsiders, what are you doing?"
No, keep it
I
up.
hate doing this on
Keep
camera.
up your shit. No.
What are you doing here? Outsiders aren't allowed. And then you guys would be able to talk to her. What would you say to her?
Where's your daughter at? Because I'm feeling kind of horny because I've been sleeping in the fucking hills for a while. No?
Get out of here, outsiders.
Why are you walking in the woods, old lady?
He stayed in character.
He did.
He did. All right.
Yeah,
go.
why are you walking in the woods, old lady?
I worship the god Cheros, and I outsiders aren't allowed in our town. You need to leave.
That's the type of stuff that I'd be dealing with, right? All right, we're not going to go too much
You know
more
what?
into this.
I actually got into it a little bit. The fact that you were doing
He
the
did.
accent.
I could see
Yeah.
his eyes like took off like I'm this guy, and she's already shit on me. Now he's like,
I was
oh,
waiting
it's
for you to
gonna-
say I'm going to go run and get my daughter.
Yeah, I know. I like how he's like, I got into it. I wanted to rape a bitch. So,
Not true, but go ahead.
and that's,
Well, that's Hive. That's a lot of Hive you just dumped in
Hive, Scotch whiskey. Please buy it. So that's the type of stuff you do. Again, you have to do voices. You get people into it, and eventually they kind of get into their character.
because you're
and
drawn in
Yeah.
by the story.
So
and the
you're playing
voices.
people you don't even know.
Yeah.
Are you playing people in different countries?
Yep.
Okay.
So I try not to do real foreign accents as much because I'm not great at them, and I don't want to offend anybody either, right? The last thing I need to do is be like, "Oh, you," and be like, people like, "Oh my God, he's doing Indian accent," and be like, "Sorry, I don't like." Like
No,
some people,
I like it like when you go to 1975 Harlem.
yeah,
And you got, hey, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing in this city? Bitch ass bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Go fuck your mama.
I don't remember doing
I
that,
can
but that, no, maybe I was like that.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I would do that accent for you.
oh, would you? Okay,
Yeah,
then-
hell yeah. Call me up. I'll do
right,
that
cool.
shit. All right.
Uh,
Hey, you guys. I was watching a documentary the other day on DB Cooper.
oh yeah.
You know the story of
yeah,
DB
I know
Cooper?
DB Cooper, yeah.
What do you think? You think that motherfucker lived? They found the money on the side, and his money's never been spent. Do you think he lived? Do you think he's hung up in a tree somewhere?
No, I think he lived.
You think he lived?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? Hey, he's got connections to Utah. There was a dude in Utah that was a strong fucking suspect as DB Cooper.
Yeah, I
so I
remember
think-
reading about that.
I think
actually,
he
yeah.
might have come to Utah, but I bet you he left shortly thereafter. I bet
Smart
you he
man,
left the country.
smart
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Well, and DB Cooper was a pretty fairly intelligent man that I think that he would have left the country because he knows that that's probably the best. Also, you also have to think of even because did they find 100% of the money? I just
No,
thought
no,
they
they
were-
didn't find 100%. They found
A portion of it.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
can't
it was like
remember.
small
It
portion.
was like
yeah.
yeah. So I think he would have gone to a foreign country because also money went farther there, right? So
Yeah.
so
Oh,
he
nice.
so he goes down to a South American country, and now he's living like a king with some of that money, right?
That's what I always thought about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you counterfeit money and then you go to Vegas and you just go to the 21 table, Woods table, and you
Yep.
cash in $100, they're not going to examine it.
Nope.
They're just going to put it down
No.
and get $100 chip. Play
Yep.
two hands, win, lose, whatever. Go cash it out.
Yep.
And then somebody else go to another casino, $100, $200, cash, right? Down
Right.
the chute.
You could you could even go as far as $1,000 and put that down. They're going to give you the chips.
Yeah, they're gonna give you the chips.
Because if you go to the higher end tables, they're going to give you the chips. They're not going to question it.
Yeah.
You can launder your money. What?
Well, okay, but you're laundering at a because I've thought about
Right,
laundering money.
yeah.
Watching Ozark, you're laundering such a
Ozark.
minimal amount of money
Yeah.
that it's not
Nobody's
it's not
gonna
even
care.
a drop in the bucket for them, right?
Nobody's going to even
so
care.
so for me, that's not even a thing.
Nope.
What I got to do right now is I got to be Wood for a second. I'm just going to pause you for a second.
You're gonna
'cause I
pause
gotta
you
take
for a
fucking
second.
Okay,
piss.
cool. I got to pee too. I'll go upstairs.
wattage, which I never paid attention to as a kid.
Right.
I bought 100 watt for everything. Didn't fucking matter, right?
No, yeah.
Apartment catch on fire, it wasn't my fault. I'm telling you right now, buying light bulbs right now, it's like fucking doing geometry. It's a pain in the fucking ass, man. It is.
It is, yeah.
And we talked earlier, because we always pregame. St. Jeremy, we had you up there pregaming with us. And I want you to blurt it out like you did earlier, okay?
Okay.
Ready? What happened to Lady Gaga's dogs?
The dog owner. No, well, first you said, "Hey, whose dog walker got shot and the dogs got taken?" I was like, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. That made news. It made like national news.
Yeah.
It made Dungeons and Dragons is what it must have
No,
made.
it did not. No,
it didn't.
we don't. It's
French bulldogs. French bulldogs. Have you ever cuddled a Frenchie? Because that's what you do with French bulldogs. You cuddle them.
The Rock's got French bulldogs. I wish they had taken the Rock's fucking French bulldogs so he could beat that fucking ass. That'd be a real life.
Did you
a real life Liam Neeson movie?
Yeah.
The Rock is terrifying.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he has like.
No. It's not a Liam Neeson. What's the one? John Wick. When they take his dog.
John Wick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it would have been. A real life
Except
John Wick.
less guns, more just brute strength.
Yeah, like when he ripped his ripped his gate off of it because his gate wouldn't open.
Yeah. You don't fuck with a man's dog, right?
Yeah.
I didn't ever think a French bulldog was a real dog, but, whatever. And like I said, the Rock's got him. So they shot Lady Gaga's dog Walker.
Yeah, I think they shot it.
Is that person dead?
No.
I don't
think they were
so.
in stable condition.
Are they holding the dogs for ransom?
Probably.
If
Because Lady Gaga doesn't have any kids, but she'll probably throw tons of money at a French bulldog.
wasn't it two?
Well, two.
Yeah,
of
it's
them.
two.
Yeah. Because first of all, those damn things are like $2,000 a pop, and if you're selling them to Lady Gaga, they're like $8,000 a pop.
Right.
Well, and if you're saying, hey, I won't give back your dogs, I'll just shoot them in the face. It's easier to shoot dogs in the face than people, and so they steal the dogs, but they say, hey, give us as much money as you can.
Yep.
She might give up $50,000 for dogs.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah, that is true.
So who else has dogs we can kidnap? I mean, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But seriously, look up Instagram. DMX, we're coming for you. No,
you don't want to fuck with DMX, man.
No.
he's the only guy that can go into the hood and open it again.
Or his dogs. Or his dogs.
Yeah. Well, I don't even. Does he have dogs? I couldn't tell because every time I walk by his house, and I don't know if it's him or the dogs. I don't know. He might not have any. I don't really know. DMX, please don't kill me. I'm sorry.
He did great. He made great late '90s music.
He really did, dude.
Yeah.
DMX is the shit.
No, DMX, he was the East Coast version of Ice Cube because he was always angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And he had the
See that?
voice
Yeah.
to even take, because Ice Cube's got the scowl, and he's always mad. You're like, Ice Cube, you want some free food? Yeah, I want some free food.
Yeah.
DMX, hey.
Did you ever hear? Have you ever heard DMX sing Christmas carols?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have not, but I would be.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right?
Yeah, and it's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Well, he's so
great.
terrifying. Again, he's so terrifying. He makes dog noises, and we all go, "Are you stupid or something?" We're all like, "No, he makes dog noises. No, it's cool. It's his thing."
Watching that DMX shit is like fucking like those videos. Working with Jigsaw. How terrifying that would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're late for work. Your dog's eating your keys. What do you do? Oh shit.
I saw a guy, and this is probably a candidate for where you want to go with your D&D. Am I still good saying that?
Yeah, you're good.
Your D&D podcast, which is called what again?
Overplay podcast.
Why you call it overplay?
Just because it's giving undue importance to things that are awesome. So it's just overplaying.
And at the beginning, you talk about something with that's a natural one. I don't even know what does that mean.
Yeah, natural one. So remember how we were talking about the 20 is like.
I block shit like that out my fucking
Cool.
memory.
Anyway, so for all my listeners, all three of you out there still watching. So it's a natural one. So a natural 20 is like you automatically pass, an natural one you automatically fail. So you're like
fail what? What am I failing?
anything you're doing. So if again, there's a bunch of skills as well. So if you're trying to do like, hey, I'm going to do a backflip, that would be an acrobatics 10. If you roll a natural one, you auto fail, which means you land on your head and maybe damage happens or something like that.
So this guy was walking his pet bird. I saw him walking down the street. He had a bird in a cage, and I said, "Oh, where you going with that bird? Are you Yeah, what you know me? I'll talk to anybody.
Especially somebody walking a bird.
Walking a bird. He's got a bird in a
because
cage.
he's about to go to a school and start shooting.
And
So
I
I
was like-
definitely talk to him too.
I was like, what are you doing with that bird? He's like, I'm taking my bird for a walk. And I was like, well, birds fly. He's like, I want it to be a part of me. And what do you mean a part of me? He goes, I want it, all this interaction to be a part of me. I just kept walking. But I memorized his face because I watch IDTV and I watch Dateline, and that motherfucker's going to be on one or both of those.
For sure.
Eventually.
No. Check your schools around that area.
What?
So hold on really quickly.
Walking a bird?
Well,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
true
going to be
story.
honest. So last time I let my bird go out for a walk and it flew away, it never came back. So I kind of understand his thing. He maybe wants his bird to see things without it just because birds don't come back. Birds don't give a shit about your feelings.
But if they're pets, you're supposed to clip their wings so that they cannot fly away.
Yeah, but it's not like you could put a leash on and be like, let's go,
To
birdie, for a
contradict
walk.
both of what you guys said, and I'm sure Mike Tyson listens to this podcast, he has pigeons, and his pigeons come back every fucking day.
Pigeons are different.
Pigeons are different. They're actually, that's why they were trained to be carrier pigeons.
Different in the fact that they're not a bird, because I said bird, motherfucker. So it could have been a goddamn pigeon, right?
Yeah,
But
the way you
Keith,
described it,
was it a bird? It wasn't. It was a cockatoo.
Yeah.
We all fucking know it from how you said
was
it.
a cockatiel.
It was a parakeet.
A parakeet.
It was a parakeet.
Cockatoo is really just parakeet backwards. Anyway,
Cockatoo always sounded like something a prostitute would talk about. How much money did you make tonight? I did a cockatoo.
yeah.
Did you? And all you got was $120.
See, I thought it would be just something
pretty
you.
good.
I thought it was something you and your buddy would send a hooker just to see if she was into it. Right?
I have a cock
You know what I
or
mean?
two.
Like, you'd just be like cockatoo, and if she was like caca, you were like, fuck yeah, we're double teaming
But
this bitch.
that's when you meet the girl at the club. You're like, how much for a
Yeah.
cockatoo?
Yeah.
What'd you say? A cock or two?
We pay by the hour, right? Well, I sure in hell ain't gonna last an hour. So me and like 12 buddies.
In this climate, those jokes shouldn't be funny, but I'm still fucking laughing. I'll tell you that right now, man. You know,
No, because she is 100% able to sell her body. If we're gonna give her a cockatoo, right now, me too. That actually proves that it's okay because they're able to sell their body because it's their choice.
Why was saying ignorant shit about hookers?
Yeah.
Because now, it's I do my body, my choice,
yeah.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? How come they don't harvest fat people for skin grafts?
I've wondered that because they got a lot of skin.
They got a lot of
because
skin.
even after they lose a lot of weight, they still have all that excess skin that they have to go to surgery and cut off because the skin doesn't shrink down, so it's got to go somewhere. So why not use it for like burn victims?
You got burn victims. You got burn victims all over the knee fucking skin. They're taking off their thighs. They're taking off their back, and that shit hurts. Why
Yeah.
not just grab a fat person and take it off them?
Because most fat people that they actually don't realize this actually use it for like wallets and other leather items that they normally use. A lot of people don't know this, but that's actually a true thing. A lot of them will use it for other items, and so they don't want to give it away. You can sell it, but not for much. So a lot of times they just make wallets and cool other stuff. So that's how Calvin Klein makes all their shit. So really, I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Speaking of name on my behind, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's take it literal.
What happened to ISIS through all this shit? You got COVID now. You don't hear about ISIS.
No,
anymore.
you
You ever
don't.
notice that?
'Cause
You
they
know
all
why you
got
don't?
COVID.
Because they always stayed 6 feet apart and used masks. That's why you never heard about them, right? It's always the states that don't. You hear about Florida, New York, California, ISIS. They stuck to it. They knew, right? They're all getting vaccines and stuff like that. Well, you know what I mean? They're pretty good about it.
That's some funny shit right there. I'll give
It's
you
really
that.
just truth. I mean,
I'll
really.
give you that. But no, ISIS was the scariest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
15 months ago.
Uh,
ISIS was coming to get them. They were on their jungle gyms in the fucking sand, right? They're running through tires all scary and shit and diving and shooting bullets, right? And they were coming to get us, and then COVID hit. ISIS is unheard of.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing that's unheard of, and I know there's not a lot of people there, but I was at one, mall shootings. It starts to make you wonder if shit is just conjured up.
No,
I mean?
well, you also have to think that nobody's at malls anymore, so there's not a mall
true.
shooting.
Right.
we talked about this last
Well,
week.
they went to
It's
have a
just
mall
nobody's
shooting.
at
A
mall.
guy walks in. He's like, "Fuck! I forgot that fucking Brookstone is closed." And then he just went home.
there's because nobody's out anymore.
Yeah, now they're all just shooting themselves. Suicides have gone up like crazy.
Have they really?
Yes, I did read that
People
suicides
being
have
locked
gone
up and locked
crazy.
home.
Yeah, it's driving everybody crazy. I mean, it sucks.
So that's why you should go out and play Dungeons and Dragons. It might actually get your mind off of it, and there you go.
Keep going. So now you got a story from St. Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a story.
Okay.
Okay. So what do I have to start with? Does the character I have to start with?
No, it depends on, again, it's all up to your imagination. So whatever you want it to be, you can have it. Again, we can go fight that giant monkey. We could be in the rainforest. We could be wherever you want us to be. And we're going to go do whatever you want. You just have to entice your characters, right? For like, you can't just be like, you guys are doing this, because a lot of characters will retaliate and not do that.
How do we retaliate?
They just say they're not going to do it. They'll be like, I'm going to stay in the tavern, and then they'll flip you out.
Oh, so it starts in a bar?
Most of the times, I would say it starts in a bar, or you're camping or whatever.
I would think this would start in a bar.
Consider what you're doing. You're probably going to start a bar.
Yeah, everybody's usually drinking.
So you come in and you're like, everybody in the bar, show me your right hand, right? And then everybody, it shows the right hand. You're like, all right, cool, you're still in the game.
Yeah.
And then you go, all right, everybody who has on orange socks.
This isn't Simon Says.
Oh
Keith.
no, all right.
No,
what's that game? There's like it's like a board of characters, and you try and guess the other person's like
Battleship. Battleship.
No.
And you're
Guess
like,
who? Guess who? You're like,
no, you don't do that. So
yeah.
So you all
You
be
have
at
glasses
you'll all
on.
be at the tavern, and I'm like, oh, you guys are taking drinks. You guys will talk to the waitress. She'll be like, can I get you anything?
What's it? Cause you always do the old English thing. What's the time frame? Is it ever is it ever right now?
No. Well, I mean, there are games that play right now. I don't enjoy those as much.
So
I think
Dungeons
most
and
people
Dragons never turns into Grand Theft Auto.
don't. No.
Okay.
And most of the time, it's medieval times, because that's what most people think, that it'd be awesome to live, even though like a fart could kill you. So a lot of times people will want to play in medieval times. So you'll be at the tavern. You guys will all be having drinks and having food, and then all of a sudden a lady will run and she'll be like, sis, help me! There's a fire at the inn, and then they'll go, and there would be a dragon that caused the fire, and that it entices your characters to go kill this dragon because
Dude,
it murdered a
this
bunch
is
of
so
people.
fucking stupid. I don't know how long you been playing this?
8 years.
Why? How'd you get started? Like that's like
Again, one person came in. They started playing it.
came in where?
Well, my buddy Chris was talking. We're kind of all bored, and we're like drinking, and he's like, "Hey,
Did you have pants on?
yeah, we all."
Okay.
Well, 6-string Jeremy hates pants. Anybody that has drinking with me, 6-string Jeremy hates pants. So I'll take my pants off, but that's not the point. So we're drinking. We're drinking Jameson. It's getting kind of.
I'm drinking.
Yeah. So we're drinking, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to play D&D?" And I'm like, it's kind of weird, but okay, cool.
Oh,
and
he
so,
just pulled it out.
yeah, he just pulled it out,
He just
right?
pulled
Just
it
like
out.
his dick, he pulled it out.
Hey, you guys want to take topless pictures?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So we start playing it, and we have quite a bit of fun. And then we start, legitimate. Watch the game when we play it. It's legitimate. It sounds really stupid now, but
correct.
yeah. Do you play video games at all, though?
No.
Okay, so I think the people that play video games would have a lot more fun than people.
Don't play that either.
Okay, I don't even know how to deal with you. What do you do for a living? Like, what do you even do? Like, what do you do for fun? God damn.
Yeah, I don't play fantasy football because I can't root for teams I don't like. I can't root for players on Cowboys. I hate them. Broncos. I hate them. 49ers. I hate them.
This is
So,
my
hold
problem.
on.
This
So
is
here-
my problem with fantasy football, because the few times that I've played, I just let it auto draft, because it's going to, like, I'm in a position where I have to draft somebody from the Cowboys, and I hate that.
So, okay.
don't
So
wanna
here's the
do
thing, though.
that.
So, no, you guys are thinking of it different because you guys aren't good at fantasy football. No.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I win first or second, like, every year. I don't want to, like, brag.
Well, that's
but-
because you play fantasy games, so it goes
Exactly.
hand in hand.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because I'm winning money.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, but think of it this way. I draft people playing against the Miami Dolphins, so I'm a win-win. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. So if my players do well, then they won the Miami Dolphins. It sucks that my team lost, but the players playing my team did very well. However, on the opposite side of that, if my team sucks, the Miami Dolphins kicked their butts and they won. Anybody that plays fantasy football totally gets this.
Do you remember when your TV used to go off? You remember that word? You're old enough to remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm not poor.
That's called. That's white noise, okay?
Yeah,
it's just fucking scrap.
Oh, white noise!
yeah.
All of a sudden, it comes back to this every time.
And one of my favorite
And that's what
scary
you've been the whole
shows.
podcast.
One of my favorite scary shows is White Noise. Secondly, it was always Showtime that I watched.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Michael
Yeah.
Keaton,
Yeah.
White Noise.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
He's a good actor.
He is.
He's
great.
underrated.
I believe so.
You ever see Multiplicity?
Yep. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Him and the other guys when he's
Yeah.
Great actor.
yeah.
He's
I'm
so
surprised he
good.
didn't get enough fucking work, man.
No.
Yeah,
he's
I
so
don't
good.
think he was a great Batman though. So I thought he
I
was.
was
Hold
thinking
on.
about-
Hold on.
He was
Hold
good.
on.
He was
hold on.
good.
He was a good Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
No, I see. I opposite. I think he was a great Batman. He was a terrible Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Yeah, I can't picture him with his like curly hair. And I'm
Okay,
like, that's the man that everybody wants to have sex with. No, it's not.
So King Nerd, that'd be you.
Yeah.
Who's the best Batman?
So it depends if you're talking best Batman or best overall. Honestly, I think that Ben Affleck was the best of both worlds. If you're saying best Batman, I think that Christian Bale did a really good job. I think Michael Keaton is probably up there. George Clooney played a really good Bruce Wayne, but terrible Batman.
I would agree with that.
I think Ben Affleck was a good of both because he was a very good-looking man. He was very built, and then in his Batman form, he did a good job as well. Obviously, there's like it was kind of dark, and I kind of like that aspect of it anyway. Michael Keaton, when he was Bruce Wayne, I'm like, nobody is like, I want to fuck Michael Keaton. Nobody's number one is Michael Keaton, and that's what Bruce Wayne is supposed to be.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like the playboy.
Michael Keaton was the original, and so
Yeah.
I go with that. And the best Joker, hands down, was
It depends. Again, Mark Hamill has the best voice for a Joker. He would be the best Joker.
But it was.
but he didn't
was
play
on the,
Joker.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
he played it in
on
the
the cartoon.
Batman animated series, so
Yeah.
yes, he did.
On the
Oh,
cartoon.
that's don't tell me. That's Star Wars guy.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker, yeah.
Yeah.
and
so
he
he-
does do the best Joker
Does he?
voice.
Okay.
Steve, the Joker.
It's amazing.
All right.
Watch
Yeah.
it, seriously. That
Who
was
was the
dead
best Joker?
fucking on. If you're talking live action, here's my thing. I think Heath Ledger did a good acting job. However, I don't think it was a good Joker. There was not enough jokes. So honestly, I would have to say Jack Nicholson.
I think
Over
think
Jared
it was
Leto? He doesn't even get in the conversation?
No,
No.
Jared.
No.
See, I think Jared Leto was kind of a
No.
dark character, and I actually liked him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he was too over the top that a lot of people.
What
he was
about the
off-putting.
show The Joker? Did you watch the show?
Oh.
No, that's not. That's
You ever
not.
seen Phoenix?
Yeah,
no.
See, here's my thing. So the Phoenix, what's his last
loved
name?
it.
His last name's Phoenix. His first name is
River-
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix. My problem with the Joaquin Phoenix one, it's my only problem with it, is they were like, he was bullied too much, so he's the Joker. I don't like villains that are villains because they were bullied. I like people that are,
They're psychotic.
because they're psychotic. We know that there are people that are just psychotic. It wasn't because they were bullied. I don't want to make light of anybody that has done an evil thing. We have guys that are just chaotic and psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the Joker, that's what he is. That's what he encompasses. So that's the reason why I really like, have you guys ever seen The Last Joke? It's Mark Hamill, but it's a Batman movie. I don't even know why I asked. So anyway, it's a great one. It's a very good dark Joker that just villainizes Joker, but obviously it's like a cartoon, but it's a really good one. That's what
When did you watch it? Like when you were a kid?
No.
No,
This was
3
actually
weeks ago.
pretty recent.
Recent, like
Yeah.
a month ago?
No, I would say this came out in like 2015.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married?
I am married. Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I have one.
How'd that happen with your Dorkfest situation going on?
A lot of rooflet. No, I'm just kidding. No rooflet. No, it was just tricking him. You have to trick him into. No, obviously there's a lot of girls into this, especially now.
Is your girl into it?
No, actually I don't know why I
Okay,
said that.
how'd that happen?
I hid that from them, right? You got to hide your crazy.
Uh-huh.
Every time you're into stuff, you got to hide your crazy. So I hid it behind because I do martial arts and stuff like that. So I hid it behind the manly stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm totally a man. And then once they're too vested in, then you hit them with the nerd, so they can't leave.
What kind of martial arts do you do?
I've mostly
Karate.
studied.
Karate, man.
No, so I've mostly studied Muay Thai. I mostly do kickboxing. I've done
Kickboxing.
I've done kung fu. I trained with Shaolin monks in China on a mountain. It was pretty sweet.
Okay, I think we talked about it last time you went to Shaolin.
Maybe because I bring it up every time.
Yeah,
anybody sees me, but-
anytime you can, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's St. Jeremy.
I've
Shaolin
done.
monks.
I do a little bit of jujitsu. I'm not great at it. My stand-up's better than I've done boxing.
You know who would like your Shaolin monks is I would think would be Misty because she's big in the Wu-Tang
Yeah,
clan.
uh-huh,
Wu Tang's
see.
big in the Shaolin.
Yep.
We haven't heard from her in a while. Maybe
Nope.
just to pull her out the closet.
I'm yeah.
Yeah, nudes? Question mark.
What?
I don't know. Misty, if you're listening. So
She will find you and hurt you.
Yeah.
If she's not, she's probably in lockdown.
She
is
doesn't
probably
fight
what
fair.
it- yeah.
She doesn't fight fair, man.
That's all right.
That's how you get a fork in there.
Yeah, well, no. She's like, oh, just yank on his ball bag. Lucky. I like that.
Wow.
So, anyway, no. So, yeah, you have to hide it behind the manly stuff, and then you slowly ease it in.
Okay.
Like a poison.
And it worked for you.
Yeah, it worked for me. Yeah, it worked for me.
How many kids you got out
I
of
only
it?
have one.
And what if your kid's not a dork? Excuse me. What if your kid's not into what you're into?
I'm okay with that. I don't care. If she's not into it, then great. If she is, then great. It doesn't really bother me either way. My daughter, I mean, she's fairly young, so I can't be like, she loves soccer.
Okay.
But she likes playing soccer, and if she was just a soccer, like she's just a sports jock, then I can talk. Again, I do very well in fantasy football. I know a lot about football. You know, I know a lot of. I am the jack of all trades, master of none. So I know a lot of stuff.
I sit here and I fuck with you, and I played that fucking. I didn't play it. I watched that fucking Name That Tune, the new version of Name That Tune. Now, when I was a kid, Name That Tune was out.
Yeah.
Right? Early 80s. Name That Tune.
Yeah.
Name that motherfucking tune. So you take songs, you got Neil Sedaka, you got fucking Carly Simon, you got the Carpenters, you got maybe Earth, Wind, and Fire, because they were scared of black music back in the early 70s.
Yeah, they were.
Early 80s, late 70s, okay?
Yep.
But now, they come on there, and so they'll have Barry White, okay? They'll have Donna Summer, they'll have fucking Bruno Mars, and they'll have Katy Perry. I know I'm getting 2 out of the fucking 4, right?
Yeah.
So Randy Jackson, that motherfucker from American Idol,
Yep.
who is the corniest motherfucker on the planet with zero personality. This is how Randy Jackson talks. He goes, "Dude, you almost got it. You almost got it, dude. Oh, come on, man, dog. Hey." He just says the dumbest
Dog.
shit. Right. He says the antiquated shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, dog.
So they start playing the fucking note, and I'm yelling at the fucking TV. I'm yelling at the TV. That's Easy by fucking the Commodores.
Oh, I love the
All right?
Commodores.
All right? And I bring that up because you beat my ass on that.
I did. So
You beat my ass on
I
that.
just told Wood about that. You texted me like
I've been
2 weeks ago.
I've
You're
been
like-
sitting here for 60 minutes calling you a fucking dork. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest because I'm an honest, transparent dude. About 2 years ago, this motherfucker says, we're talking easy like Sunday morning. And there's a point when Lionel says, why would anybody put chains on me is what I thought. And you said change.
No.
Other
Vice
way
versa.
around?
Vice versa.
right.
You said change, and I was like, no, it's chains.
Yeah.
And you were like, no.
No, that's not what I said. I said, white boy, don't get in my fucking cookouts. Because I've been to cookouts with this shit. Don't fuck with my fucking childhood. And you say, Keith, it's...
Chains. It's chains.
I said, fuck you, it's not. And this motherfucker got the words off 9 different fucking websites and sent me all of them and said...
I highlighted them, too.
So... Easy by
Lionel Richie.
By the Commodores. Lionel Richie singing lead, but
Yeah.
it was by the Commodores, was on. And I screenshotted that and I sent it to you. And what did I say?
I hold on. Let me pull it up. Because that was, I'm going to be honest, I could not stop laughing. Because I was like, I can't believe he still remembered that.
Oh, it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Hurt my fucking heart.
It was so great. Oh, what the
I'll
hell?
tell you what I said.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I sent it to you, the screenshot, and I said, fuck you.
That's what it was.
This is what I said. I can't believe you can't remember that. I said, fuck you. Pissed. And I'm going to tell you something. We
Okay.
just had that little family thing of mine, right? Just earlier?
Yeah.
You met some of my family, right?
Yeah, I did.
Transparency. So my families have a little get together, right?
Uh-huh.
My family,
Uh-huh.
I'm black. There's no secret.
Oh,
No.
So all my family's
sorry, I
black.
didn't see color.
So I go into my little family thing, right? Because everything now is done through Zoom and shit.
Yeah,
and
'cause you can't meet in person.
Wood peeks his fucking light, bright white head over into my
had
fucking
to.
thing.
Because I
wanted to
heard
see-
I heard the music.
What I like about
I heard
Wood
the
is
people.
Wood wants to like see where I come from. He wants to see
Yeah.
my people, right? So I got my people on my phone. He peeks his head over just for a split second, boom, and he goes away.
Yeah.
So I get out the
Yep.
fucking thing, and my cousin calls me immediately and goes, "Who's that white boy?" So here you are. Who's that white boy who checked me on fucking Easy in Sunday morning? I'll give you a prop. So
All right.
you knew your shit.
Yeah.
All
I
right?
mean, I know my Lionel Richie. He's a,
What, is it just Lionel Richie? Is it all your mid to late 80s music?
no, mid to late 80s music. Yeah. I know.
Who listened to Lionel Richie in your family?
My mom did.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ooh, she loves
Yeah?
some Lionel Richie.
Do you got a sibling with a little dark hue, man?
I
He's
wish.
black Irish.
Yeah.
Wood with that. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. St. Jeremy, is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Dorkfest 2001.
Yeah.
2002, 2021, 2001. God
Wow.
damn.
You
Oh,
were throwing us up.
I was listening to a podcast about 2001. The world's changed since 2001.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it has.
really is a lot.
It's crazy.
But it's Dorkfest 2021. Thank you for being a part of that.
Thank you so
yes,
much.
yes, it is.
And who's this again?
That's a black dragon. There's no name. I'm not going to give him a name because he's going to be used multiple times.
You
Okay.
can
I'll pull my pants up now that you named him.
Oh, guys. Hopefully you guys really appreciate St. Jeremy coming on here and taking some abuse.
Hopefully you guys would fucking show up and play a little Dungeons and Dragons. When he was telling the
Yeah,
fucking
you know.
story with all the accents and shit.
Yeah, Keith did get into it.
I did
He
for a
did-
minute.
he
I
did
thought he
get
was
into it, yeah.
fucking less tooth. What do you call them? Hags?
Hags, yeah.
Yeah. See, I know the
Yeah.
word.
He knows the word.
Yeah, I said some shit to English bitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys,
Drop it like a hag. Drop it like a hag.
if you want to learn more about Dungeons and Dragons, how that works out and how that plays out, go check out his podcast. That's the Overplay Podcast. As always, guys, Tiger Claw Tattoo. Don't forget MVP Jersey Framing and Native Roots Design Co.
What day does your podcast come out?
Thursday nights. I usually do it
Consistently.
live.
How
Yep.
long you been doing it?
Well, so I've only been consistent for about 3 weeks to a month. About a month.
Okay.
We had some before. We have like a season 1 where it's me and my buddy Ryan kind of bullshitting. But for the D&D part, we've been doing about a month. You can also go on to TikTok. You can do Facebook and YouTube, Twitch, all of that. And we're
Okay.
on it. So
When you say you can go on, that's not me. You mean you in general.
no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to all them.
All right.
Yeah, not you at all.
I might listen to one or two. I'm not going to play the game, but I want to hear how you get down.
I will get you to eventually play one game.
Give me to the point.
Yep. The minute you start taking drinks and you start, I'm like, fuck D&D, and I'll have this in my car.
It looks like a man. It looks like a man. Yeah.
It looks like a man, but
You fucking
it is
around,
not.
bitch. You keep drinking around me, I'll get you.
Okay. Wow.
So,
God,
guys-
you sound like a rape kit.
It might be. Go check that out, guys. Go check out those sponsors. That if you're wondering where you can find them, go over to sowhatyousaying.com. If you want to put the www in front of it, you can. It doesn't matter.
90s.
That'll take you to, as I say, the glory hole of all of our social medias.
Wood.
Check out sowhatyousaying.com. Check out the social medias and the podcast, any podcast catcher. If you found us here, share it with your friends, family, loved ones. Those of you that contribute and that do contribute, we thank you. We cannot appreciate you anymore. So, and with that, Keith and St. Jeremy, I got to tell you two gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
It really has. Thank you guys for having me on again.
That's the natural one. We out.